Good morning. I'm going to let you guys jump on. I'm going to take my medicine. I will timestamp. I should probably blow my nose. Oh, you know what was odd? In my dream last night, I left the nostril. I had, not like a Lego, but like a block. Like one of Caden's friends, Caden, shoved it up my nose as if it was funny. It looked like a little Scrabble, but smaller. What's it mean to dream about a small piece of wood stuck in your nose? Subconsciously, something going on with career, love life. I couldn't, the thing is, I couldn't get it out of my nose. I kept feeling it wasn't there, and the boys were laughing, and I'm like, actually, boys, not funny. I think I said I have surgery tomorrow, I need surgery. But I think I was lying to them. But I wasn't impressed. I wasn't happy. And then there was a double-sided mirror that broke on them, but not broke as in cracked, as in split down the middle. But not the mirror itself. It's the makeup mirror, where one side's more magnified than the other. So the mirror didn't break itself. The metal didn't split it straight down the middle, as if you cut in a piece of pie. It was just very strange. Jesus, Mariah, you have to stop coming on first thing in the morning. Not that I mind, but the minute they hear that, I don't get paid. The minute they hear music, I don't get paid, which is not a big deal. I play music for you guys all the time. It's not a strike. We just don't get paid. Again, I don't mind. So if you hear a reader out there, because I've heard plenty of them, I don't play music, I don't do this because, we get penalized. Well, yeah, in the same, yeah, but I've heard other readers say it in the sense of monetization, as if they want you to believe it's their income. I mean, if they want you to believe it's a copyright strike, and it's not. It just affects their income. You can play certain music that you could pay for.
Decades of experience in jet engine technology. But his most
contracts with YouTube, which is what everybody's doing these days, which is smart. That's what I'm saying. People be making monies in all different ways off YouTube. I do want to blow my nose, though, because it feels congested. We have some snow out there. The plow is coming through. Woke me up. That's way too loud. I'm surprised I don't get tagged for this, because I don't pay for this. But it's a different type of tone. I'm assuming it's not a frequency, even though it is. Yeah, and if I recall, it was he was almost in a dormitory, Caden, but not old enough to be in a dormitory. All I want for Christmas is you. Oh, here we go again. So exciting. Thank you, Mariah. Me and Mariah go back on it, baby. So that's right. I can't wait until the sun comes out for you, so you can see the snow butter. Everything's gonna be white. It's so exciting. All right. Oh, you ain't for your num-nums. That's what, yeah. What else would you do? Shopping. Come and get it. Come and get it. Come and get it. Come and get it. Come get your num-num-num. Come on. Num-num-num. Num-num-num. Got my mind set on you. But it's gonna take money and a whole lot of precious money. And then the other ones are like, it's gonna take time. Oh, ow. Morning, boys. Morning, boys. I think they were in my dream last night, too. All I want for Christmas is be smart. That was on the ground, and I pulled it right up. So maybe that's not all you want for Christmas. It was a boy toy. Because I was going to say boy. So if you plan on playing, don't play. It's got to be something like that. It's all snow here. Test week. Yeah, it's exciting. It's our first, like, real snowfall. Like, we had a snowfall, but, like, nothing stuck. This is sticking. Oh, my apologies. Yawning. And I hope to get it back by the time Barcelona is going down. I'll carry you home tonight. So, the thing that was moving at the mall that Mia wanted to get me was a pendulum. It's like, I don't remember this having on it. I know, it's like almost like a keychain. But I like the purple up here. I don't know what stone it is. Obviously going to be a couple different things, but I'm not quite sure. But supposedly this was the one that moved. So we shall see. Max, you're not going to sit there and stalk him. Yeah, it's like instant energy too. We'll have to see if it works a little magic. I think it says above 50 inches. Someone got 50 inches? What? Already a few feet like that? We got about 4 feet of snow. Well, that's like 80 inches then. 90 inches. Somewhat. Holy shit. We live upstate, so. Oh, wait, 12 inches. I was doing 12, 20. I was doing 24, 48. So, yeah, Shannon, you were correct. I was wrong. And it was a obvious wrong. Good morning, y'all. Got snow, too. Wow. Wowzers. Again, you're upstate New York, so to be expected. I love it. I can't wait until the sun comes up to actually see it, though. Like the first snowfall. The plow woke me up. All right, so I'm going to do V2. Yeah. And I can't wait to see it, like, all white. I'm wondering, like, Peanut Butter's reaction. Like, Lucy Goose is going to be thrilled
Alana better not forget to send me that video. And I don't want to wake her up right now with a text message either. But even the cats look outside with like wonder, you know, like, ooh, that time of year again. And Peanut Butter, he's never seen snow. He's gonna be like, what the actual fuck? And make it easy for him to see. I don't think he has the greatest vision, to be honest with you guys. And I've been thinking that for months and months and months. And I put a nightlight in his cage at night before that, when I wasn't, and I was, you know, he was falling all over the place. And first thing in the morning, he's very particular on when he flies out. He waits for like a light to come on. He'll follow me if he sees like the hall light on or the boiler room light on when I feed the cats or whatnot. But I don't think he has great vision. I don't know if it got injured when he was younger. I mean, he definitely got injured. I mean, I could have hurt him myself too, grabbing them from out of the attic the way I was trying to get the chicks, because they were so, like, say this is where they were at with the vents, outside vents, and then all back here it was covered with plywood, but like they were underneath the plywood, so I had to take like a little stick very carefully, edge of a spoon too, and kind of scoop them out. So I don't know, but when he was caught out in that storm, he could have got injured too, like in a branch or something. I know he doesn't have the best vision, and they're supposed to have amazing vision. In the daytime he's fine, and at night they're supposed to even have decent vision for, I almost said a swallow, for a starling. So all I want for Christmas is you. I usually cry at the first snowfall. I almost shed a tear like every year. It's so exciting. I don't know what it is. It's not depressing by any means. It's like exciting. I'm getting pulled to Denise, Vivian. I hope Jen's doing good. You've been a Scrooge this year. You are a forgiven. You are a forgiven empress. They forgave you. Good morning. Your tablecloth, your favorite color. Thanks. It's not even actually my cloth. I have the blue under there, but it messes with the lighting. And this always reminds me of a little dude with glasses. So this is just like a throw. It's not even like a big throw. Like this is really just like the size of it. I want to put my, I don't know which one I'm going to put in. I haven't put my black and white one under here yet. Oh, my great big Buddha. We shall see. Whatever, all I know is that it can't be solid, which is what I wanted, but I can't put the velvet up here because peanut butter will poop on it. Before it used to be, I'd have to worry about Max and all his hair, and now it's peanut butter. Amy had a lot of snow. You've been thinking of, wait, huh? You've been thinking of Magic Mike. Looked to be in the chat. He was from my state. I talked to Jen over the weekend on Instagram. Prayers to her family. That's nice of you guys. Glad you guys connect like that. All right. I'm curious on whether or not I should use this one for this read or leave it out and see if it moves. It's already strong. I usually do littler ones, lighter ones. Mia's like, I almost didn't get you this one because of the color. But one of my friends cut at work got me a yellow one just like this. And I don't mind it. I like it. It doesn't take as long for answers. Anyone know what crystal that is? I mean, it could be quite a few. I haven't figured that out yet, but it has a lot of energy. The chain itself has a lot of energy, which is shocking. That the chain itself absorbed that much energy. I've never seen a keychain at the bottom of it. Like, she's like, you know how you take it everywhere? And I'm like, yeah, but then I'd have to carry my, like, entire, keychain like that. But I think I want to hang it off of... Ooh, here comes the light. What time is it? 6:15. Let me shut this off and restart it because this went off at right when the plow came. And I didn't like that. Why is it red? I want it green. Why is my phone green? I didn't do something right. Are you red or are you green? Oh, you're different. You have 3 settings. This one has 2. This is the newer one I bought, though, so that makes sense. All right, well, guided by the light. Wrapped up like a douche of Luna in the night. Okay. I am going to timestamp this. You guys can chat. I'm going to pee. I got to grab the thing that has the pendulum stand. I'm wondering if I should just leave it laying down. Wow, the amount of energy I already feel in my hands. I'm feeling it now from when I had the stone in my hand right there showing you guys. I'm just feeling it. It's like an aftermath stone. So let's put it where we can see if it obviously moves. All I want for Christmas is you. All right. But thank you. I like that you like the color of the... What's your favorite color? Green. My favorite color is yellow. Mia. His favorite color is green and brown. Is that a cat hair? Oh, it is a whisker. Wow. Look how tiny the whisker, though. The white, the top is white. I have a whole bunch of whiskers from the cats. I save them. Just in case I want to do evil whisker magic on somebody. I'm just kidding, obviously. Huh. And it's obviously Max's. But it's tiny. It's tiny. Oh, I guess it's not that tiny. Look, I can move it up here. Interesting. His whiskers come out more white. can't get it to do like the smile. Not like you guys can see that anyway. Oh my god, I just got a massive headache. Random massive headache. Okay. Let me pee. Let me grab the thing. You guys can chat amongst yourselves for a minute. I think that other thing is... I don't know where it is. The boiler room. I don't like candidates, so I don't want to use air freshener. I'm going to do white pine juniper berry. So, essential oils might be something you want to use. I love eucalyptus. I found it. This is the one that had the great big giant, like heavy ass pendulum with sand in it that I don't use. So I did this for peanut butter, but you can't be bothered. But I don't have scissors over here. Why all of a sudden are these birds fucking loud as fuck? Because the peanuts came out? Someone put peanuts in the video? Holy shit. Maybe it's time to feed the birds. I meant to get acorns for the squirrels. Always look for a timestamp. Well, I just got pulled to wear my earrings too. The weather outside. Oh, my mom gave me the cutest pair of Christmas earrings. Well, I told her that I wanted to inherit them. Good news, bad news, don't share your news. Okay, so I'm not sure what that's all about. But yeah, peanut butter doesn't like the tinfoil ball. Don't ask me why. It's like shiny. Oh my god, this thing is filthy. Oh, that's... I that's way too much. Hi, Peanut, but I can't wait for the sun to come out so you can see the snow. I know. I'm so excited for you. Wow, that fits perfectly in there. I never tried to do that. Oh, look, it spins. Wowzers. Wowzers. Last year, the new scents was Cranberry Tart by Febreze that I absolutely loved. And they have it this year because it must have been a big hit. My sister bought me like 6 bottles for Christmas. I'm down to 1. But I tried the White Pine Juniperberry. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So it might be a message for you guys for scented oils. Let's put it... I actually want to put it near me so I can... Not like I'm going to do it that way. You guys have the ability to see it as well. And it's not shining. Keep shining. Keep shining. Oh, that's going to be tricky because it needs the holes. Maybe I can get it just like that. I don't know if it will stay though. Let's hope that it does. That's what I was afraid of. Alright, y'all ready for this? Alright, read 2. I love the small pine. Yeah. Oh, I just drew on myself again. Keep doing that every day. Keep having a tendency of doing that. Let's do 28. There's that whisker. Alright. Now I can't hear the birds at all. It was a blue jay. I don't know what he is, but he is adorable. Oh, that's a brown cardinal. That's a brown oriole. He is adorable. He or she. Oh yeah, my pictures that just showed up on my phone that do that randomly before I turn my phone on. Now I can't get it to do it. Who knows? He's looking out the window as if he can kind of see something maybe. Alright, so now I feel like I gotta change that to 29. Or maybe birds are just a message for you. I'm getting 30 though, because I just saw 30. I just got it on my nail. Okay, welcome. Back to starts at 30 minutes. Originally it says 28 if you want the message in regards to the birds, 28 minutes. For those who have not seen the first read, the introduction to this second read is within the first read, starting at 4 minutes. And then read 1 starts at 14 minutes. And it gives you the whole breakdown of the 12/12 gateway, which started November 29th at the 11:11 a.m. portal. I've been seeing what was all day 4s. I wonder if I have anything for the 29th screenshot, because I haven't deleted any photos in a while. I mean, she's with the 4th, the 5th. I've been seeing numbers every day for the whole week, but it started in November. I'll be going to November, January, February, March, May. I'm just going to pull to a flower. Like wildflowers. It goes to the pendulum. It could be agate. It could be moonstone. It could be a milky quartz. So maybe a white flower. I don't usually rub them like this. Pigeon. Okay. You might want to start this video over at 28. Hey Siri. What does the pigeon represent?
Pigeons are symbols of peace, serenity, and courage.
Peace, serenity. Thank you. Peace, serenity, and courage. That was a message the other day in stack 1. Whatever came out of stack 1 for an animal. Okay. Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, but that felt floppy. Yeah, Spirit. Okay, I'm going to leave them as the overall energy. So the overall energy is starting off with 2 knights. That almost looks like a snow cone, but it also reminds me of the bottom of the pendulum. Interesting, you said pigeon lady. Had a pigeon lady from Home Alone. Oh, just now, today? Oh yeah, I love his little R2-D2. I've been putting on the videos again for him. I've been letting him watch Stella. He's learning from Stella. I love that he sees other birds and he doesn't really like focus. It's like he knows his own kind, which would make sense because I'm assuming his mom, dad. It's almost like a giant squid octopus. It looks like with a mustache. I wish you could see that better. With a big giant mouth on that, as if like it was a whale or something, but it's an octopus squid. Okay, so it's just the lighting in here. Okay. I'm so over this lighting, guys. It's like I need an umbrella. I'm going to have to go back to a table lamp. I'm not going to have a choice. I forgot about that. When I was looking for lighting, I was like overhead or the stand-up lamp, but I think I'm going to have to go back to a table lamp. That might be a message for you guys. I'm seeing a puzzle. Let's see what else we got for stack 2. The Hanged Man. I almost wanted to put them all in a row. But that wasn't what I was doing with stack 1. I do feel like stack 1 was very particular. So I guess I could switch it up. Or was stack 1 all in a row? And it was the read before that was different. I don't know, guys. So you might relate to stack 1. Stack 1 was awesome, though. Wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had to remember what I was reading on. I feel like I should write a bit confused. Start again at 36:30. Only because I think when I do that, there's a strong message in those energies for you. And the Hangman doesn't look right sitting next to the Knight of Cups. 10 of Swords. This was upside down. I would do this. Yeah, Queen of Swords, 10 of Swords. Let's get one more because actually, I think it's 2 more because that came out as 1 and I was getting 4 cards. That came out by itself. That would be the 3rd. Yeah, let's get one more. So I don't know if there's something here with order, particular order that we're going in here. Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Wow, I haven't vibed with this deck in a while. I really, really like this one. This deck was gifted, this one and the other one. And Talon was on my Snapchat the other day. You guys are welcome to go on my Snapchat as well. I think it's in the description box. Or I wasn't giving the Snapchat. I was giving the not Twitter. What's that other one? TikTok that I never use. Yeah, you guys can have my Snapchat. Because it gives you a better way of like knowing me. You know? Yeah, it's a TikTok you guys have. The Snapchat, I've done this before because it's really like cooking, friends, hanging out. Sometimes we get stupid on it. But I tell you about those nights anyway. But then I'm like, but then I'll have haters on that one. So I gotta, I'm going to go with, well, I do have public, but I don't put everything on public. But, okay, so maybe there must be something with Snapchat here, but hold on. I wonder if I can figure out how to turn off comments, though. Because I can't be getting a trillion fucking messages from you guys. Blowing up my Snapchat like that. But wait, I have a public, right? I have a public and then I have friends only. Okay, so I forgot about that. So here's my Snapchat. Quartz. Quartz Smiles 7. COURTSMILE 7. And then I have 2 yellow dots in between quartz. So it could be something with the crystals. I still have my summer outfit on that I have to change, that I could have sworn I already changed. Yeah, I don't go on Instagram anymore. I don't know why. I just kind of got pulled away from that. But but can you make money on Snapchat? Maybe you're thinking of new ways to make money here. Because I wouldn't be uploading for money. I just upload. So I don't know. You can make money on Snapchat? Seriously? How the fuck do you do that? How do you make money on Snapchat? Creators can win monthly prizes by submitting video spotlight challenges. The video has to be at least 1 month old. It has to have a profile picture, at least 1,000 followers. You have received at least 10,000 views in the calendar month. Submit videos. That seems like a whole lot of work, guys. Creators can set up a store on Snapchat, buy verified public profile, store, commerce section. Holy shit. What? Are you serious? How much money I want to know what's for those who get paid really well on Snapchat, how much can they make a month? A few thousand to 10,000 a month. What the actual fuck? This is a thing? Sounds like Spirit wants me to open my Snapchat, but wouldn't be about money, but I guess like it would make sense if I don't do partnerships on YouTube. There's just something about it. Like it's just corrupt. But it's like I'm almost getting if you can make money on YouTube, on Snapchat, why not? It's still governmentally owned, but that's interesting because when I actually send it to my public story, thousands and thousands of people watch, and then I'm like, holy shit. But I uploaded it to the wrong thing. That's crazy. So there must be something here with money for you guys. Because I was like, well, I don't want the haters to but then they're like, yeah, let the haters see how you live your life. That could be jealousy. That could be, I don't know. But I think with even the Queen of Swords here is kind of like really go in. Yeah, I know you can make it on Instagram, all that other stuff, but I prefer Snapchat. But it's just my friends, like those who like I don't reply like on Facebook, on Messenger. Like I have more people on Snapchat than I do Facebook, and I think I only have like 300 and something on Facebook because that shit is de-weeded. I'm very particular who can see my stuff on Facebook. I have that shit private. So I don't see anything here that talks about money. Maybe stalking. We were talking about haters. It could be like regret, people watching them, live your life. It could be dating. Yeah, because I almost uploaded this the other day on Snapchat and I didn't. I dumped the ashes out. I know I saved the video, but I dumped the ashes out from the wood stove. But I was seeing like certain stuff in it, but it almost looked like fog. But I couldn't keep it still because I kept seeing things. And I have another bucket of ash to toss. I was going to do it yesterday, and then I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it yet because I wanted to be able to like really look at it because it caught my eye. So it is kind of like a unique way of making money because you're still, for some of you, it could be like a thought process or it could be some type of art. It's just like a different side of you. So someone's definitely seeing a different side of you. Which would make sense in this energy. Again, read 1, starting at 4 minutes. I explain the whole 12-12 portal with you navigating through this at 46, because that portal at 11:11 a.m. November 29th is this energy lasting until a few days after, but mostly just December 12/12. It might close on 12/12, but I could have sworn it was going to stay open. But this is your higher self. It's like keeping up with your energy. But with high vibes, your energies, you're going to be able to accomplish like much more versus you're going to accomplish much more with less effort. And I guess that's why I could see them putting me on Snapchat because I enjoy sharing my life on Snapchat. And, so it's real. You guys see real life more than like me uploading on a community tab, if that makes sense. So I am getting called to do that because it is a whole different side of me. And the friends and the kids that I hang out with, well, my kids. Someone could be self-conscious here because Alana once in a while was like, don't you put that on Snapchat? You have all my friends. I'm like, all your friends found me, girlfriend. Jade has certain friends that always hit her up and be like, I fucking love your mother's Snapchat. Like, I wait for her Snapchats. So I guess I'll be starting that Snapchat thing. But apparently I have to set it up. So when it is set up, I'm pretty sure you guys can find me now. I can leave a link at the bottom of this. But those who are climbing and getting through this, it is a new version of yourself. It's like following your own compass, your own principles. Peace, love, harmony, compassion are the keywords, the 4 keywords for this transit. That's how you're going to come out of this, especially those that are higher vibing right now. And you can still be higher vibing and be the 5 of Cups, only if you're the Queen of Swords, because you're doing it the right way. But this is also, what I like about this is from the portal, the 11:11 portal on November 29th, 11:11 a.m., it started to take all our stored inaccurate programming and started, crumbling that up. So that way you can start the right type of programming to shape your future. This looks like exciting, but you're going this way. This is like, could be somebody else, but then it's like the hangman. You have to think of something. But like this, and it could be the Queen of Swords telling you, look, like you really got to go in when it comes to this energy. You could have just a lot going on, and it could just be bittersweet. It doesn't have to be negative or super sad. Or it could just be representing like there's just a lot again going on in your life, and I'm going to say the same thing, bittersweet, super sad. I mean, losing somebody would be sad. Somebody who's having a hard time around the holidays would be sad. But then you have this spike. But then it's like, it feels like I'm hearing a crossover. So it could be in between worlds, or did I say like you have a spike? And the spike's right there. Spikes at the tip. I like that it has like a little halo there though. I don't know if you're in a submarine here, because it's like the ocean outside of you. Or is that the galaxy? That looks like a starship actually. These two particular decks that I have, they are done by different individuals. Each card is, somebody drew each card. It's Mercury right now, again, being pulled to my cards, doing something creative. Like even on Snapchat, you could do like the start of a story see, there's something about Snapchat or me Snapchat. For you guys, it could be like any public platform, I think. Like to me, I don't want to upload cards or stories. Like Snapchat is my life. In the sense of, it's not my life like that, guys, but like meaning like you see my real life. That's my Snapchat. It's a whole nother side of me that even my OGs know, but it's a whole different side of me. That's interesting. And I didn't know that you could even make money on it. So to me, it's not even about the money necessarily, unless I start clarifying and seeing what this is, but it's just different ways and different sides of you for people to see, like more laid back. Like that's like my funny, I'm hearing like quality of life, Dallas method. That's more serious. That's more career. That's more where I put like certain energies. So it's kind of asking you to do something like this. I am getting pulled to this calendar on 12/12. I cannot wait to rock this calendar. 12/12 would be a Thursday. Colors of the day. I seriously can't wait to use this. A funeral of the old year. That's intriguing. I've never seen it. The top of my head is itchy. I've never seen it. Like that. I'm telling you, you should really get one of these calendars. I'm promoting their calendar. You know how I promoted I'm just Jenny from the block. Not her. I swear I was like promoting her leggings for a very long time. Where's the deck I want? What's her name? Goldie Hawn's daughter. No, it didn't come with the deck. No, this deck was gifted by I was hearing a member, gifted by a follower, YouTube follower. She's wonderful. What was I saying right before that? For Christmas. Oh, Kate Hudson. Yeah. Remember for like a solid year I was promoting her leggings or something? And I don't do marketing on YouTube. I know people bank a lot of money doing it like that too, but I just, because it's like you might as well if the ads are up there, right? But I have zero interest there. Snapchat, I have interest in Snapchat. So again, I think the message here is just sharing a different side of you, you know? And it makes sense because I tell you guys all the time, like if I was to like have a camera 24 hours, like people would watch. What's Court doing? You know? And again, this energy, I don't know why my stomach's growling like that. It's been doing that for like 3 weeks now, but just when I'm on with you guys. Losing people. Hold on, not subscribe it. No. I didn't want to bring that up yet, but I'm going to bring it up because I can't remember. I was saying something about Snap. I noticed in the last month with me reading different too and saying like be patient. I have thousands watch each video every day. You guys don't see it on your end. You only see like so many, but I've been noticing like 300 on your end, 400s. My end again is differently because I have more people unsubscribe than subscribe that watch faithfully. And I do understand why people do that for privacy reasons. So it's like my Facebook, I deleted, like I only have like 300 and something. Like it's a lot of friends, guys. It doesn't have to be thousands and thousands. Those are acquaintances. People on my Facebook are friends. Peanut Butter wanted to join the reading. So I think it's just, seeing a whole different side of you is what really, it could bother somebody. That's kind of like stalking. You can look at that card as stalking. It's usually like a clear message too, but watching 10 of Pentacles, somebody could be watching you shape your life. Oh yeah. Let's start over here because I almost wanted to start over here again, and I did that in read 1. All I want for Christmas is you. I hope that's not a black eye. Black Eyed Peas. I think you guys should really listen to music. Play that funky music. Although I wouldn't think those would be bags. And her hands, it actually looks like a young woman from a distance, but her hands look like they're aged in bags forever. But here she looks young, as very young. But one arm looks younger and one looks older. I've never noticed that. So whoever drew this card was definitely, I feel like crying for home. I hope we don't get in that headspace again, because that's a hard one to get out of. Like people, like when I talk about like Zoom and doctor's appointments, and then that psychiatrist Zoom thing I had to do twice now with 2 different people, just for medicines. I didn't know if I still wanted to talk to somebody, I needed a therapist. I didn't know a psychiatrist is just for medicine. and they ask you any thoughts like suicide or harming yourself, and I always say no, and that's the truth. But there was one time in my life when I wanted to go home, like I don't belong here. I just want to go home, crying on my bed, like home, like to the galactic, like home up there, like this wasn't my home. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that phase in a journey, but it is hard as fuck. And then it made me realize then too, like this is why people take their lives. And then again, when I got in the car accident, I felt bad in the sense because I was like, but I'm glad it didn't take my life. But what if I ended up like paralyzed? Like it's just a whole different type of life, right? But I'm grateful because I feel like I walked away from it, but I didn't. It's already taken a year in my life, and I have surgery coming up January 22nd for something I complained about since the beginning of the car accident. So it's very frustrating too. But I didn't die. I can still walk. But it's going to take me at least another year and a half to recoup. Okay, I have 6 months of physical therapy. 6 months of physical therapy and sometimes longer for my surgery, guys. That's insane to me. Like my surgery last year, the hysterectomy the year before, it was, 6 weeks. This is a way different type of nurture because, they're repairing and sewing ligaments and joints. So it's just different. They say having a hip replacement is 10 times easier. This is one of the worst surgeries you can have for recovery time. It's worse than open heart surgery for recovery time. So again, that's like spirit putting me in another situation. Like, you're definitely going to be home for another year. I don't think I'm going to go back to work anyway, to be quite honest with you, when the other channels start to pick up. So this is another side of you guys. This is exactly what this is, like spirit's trying to hint at. It's not like get creative and do this, but like that's that energy there. And then hangman, and then it's like, bam. That's the part that's kind of interesting me because it's kind of separating it, even though it doesn't want to be separated. But this could be like how it looked at December 2024. Like it's a funeral, but it's like a celebration of the good times, the bad times, and you're leaving it behind. I don't think I've ever had anybody look at it like that. I know people be like, oh, dead and gone, fucking cheers to 25. I'm done with 24. But it almost is like telling me it's appreciating what you went through in 24 for you to be aware of how you're stepping into 25. And not too many people do that walking into 2025. So I do think this is you also walking into 2025. I also think this portal is going to on December 12th. I don't know if you're getting out of it or you're already out of it and something just takes off. I think you're already out of it and something takes off, but you're just kind of like, we're still being activated. I can tell with my head and the energy, and we're still being activated. So this could be like almost reminded me of like a walk-in or agreeing to a soul swap. I'm not seeing this as a soul swap, but kind of similar, like in the sense of, this 3.5 day period, 19. Hey, Siri. Starting November 29th till today's date, how many days is that?
It's 6 days.
6. But I was feeling like 3 weeks, guys. So did I just totally miss like 2-3 weeks of my life? Was anybody just on the same page with me there? Holy shit. What the fuck? It's only been 6 days. I don't know how to place that. Oh, here's the snow. Peanut butter. Are you ready? Oh my gosh, Mama's ready. Let's go in the bathroom where you can see better. Are you ready for this? Let's go in the hallway. Look at this. Can you see it? It's so exciting. The snow's not falling. He's not looking out the window. Maybe a little hesitant. So yeah, look out the window. Come see Mama. Come look out the window. Look out the window, buddy. It's not falling. No, you want to be with Mama? Come look out the window, buddy. Wow, so exciting. It's so exciting. Come see Mama. Look out the window. Come see Mama. Look out the window. Wow, it's all white out there. What do you think? What do you think? Look out the window. Yeah, what is that? That's snow. Do you see the snow? So exciting, huh? Wow. So exciting. All right. It's not snowing, so I didn't have my moments. But he does see the white on the ground. He's still looking out the window. All I want for Christmas is you. So, this is home. I'm looking up. Wanted to go home energy. Yeah, you could just want to go like home, like hometown or, your roots. But this is like, you wouldn't be in this world. Like, this is you in your world. Not wanting to like necessarily take yourself out, but I hope that's just not the energy you guys find yourself in. Like, you could be missing home, sentimental energy, holidays, portals. Going into winter is no joke, guys, for Gaia. I don't see like frozen energy, but I did, again, being pulled to Snapchat, I'm getting a headache. Who did I send it to? I forgot to dig up camera roll. I forgot to dig up my carrots and parsnips.
I'm supposed to do here because that's frozen.
Look at them.
Parsnips are frozen. More carrots and parsnips over there. Big ass bunch of carrots. Maybe hot water. Well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here because that's frozen. Parsnips are frozen.
So it's just going over, and I'm like, what the fuck? I forgot to dig them up. I'm so bummed. There was so many of them. I don't know how I possibly forgot, The greenhouse is looking great. I can show you that. I sent a video to Mom. How do I make it big?
Doing good.
Look at the rosemary.
I have to cut some. Gotta cut some of the sage, cilantro, basil. There's your thyme. Looking good.
I killed the peppers.
Good. We lost the peppers though. My fault because I didn't water.
There's my lemon balm. It smells like going into a fancy restaurant in there. And it smells so good. But what I wanted to do was put the carrots in there in September, but then I was like, no, because it's more of a fall, October, November. Really, November is when you're supposed to grab them before the first frost. But me fucked up. How do we get to gardening? This is an interesting read, guys. And then I got pulled to like losing more subscribers, but then gaining new ones. I think I lose their interest, which is intentional when that happens. But I do pick up on it. Sometimes I pick up on it where it's like, because I know YouTube's going to do another de-weeding. How they started that last year. And when they did that, they took off thousands and then it grew again. So I don't know if they took you off. And then I had a lot of people come in and be like, oh my God, I couldn't find you. Like, it's almost like I wasn't subscribed. But it's strange because they watch it and they're only supposed to take off the ones that haven't watched like within a year. So it's kind of like I watch somebody, 2 people, 3 people. That's it. And it's very once in a while. It's like car rides, like a 10-minute read or, you know. But they can have hundreds. They could have like 9. I noticed one person the other day had 97K. That's a shit ton. But when I scroll down their videos for the month, there's only like 2,000, maybe 5,000 maxed views with 90,000 subscribers. You know, so it's like people lose their interest or they don't find you again. And I'm not the average reader. So that, I mean, the fact that I caught you guys' attention was always shocking to me until I realized like how we are towards each other. Like it's more like shooting the shit, you know, becoming friends in the midst of all of it, which a lot of readers don't do. Well, it really wasn't even my intention. It's just how it ended up going. So this is about starting something. Do you like what it is? Does it bring contentment? Does it bring excitement? Is this really what you want to do with the Hangman? Or it's slowing down with the Hangman until like when Spirit used to drop it, it's like, oh, I can tell like when I'm supposed to get off this and go to that. You know what I mean? Because people are losing interest. But I know this is a different type of situation going on within this gateway. We're only in about 6 days. So we have 7 more days. But I feel like okay, so we were in this bubble. So from the bubble, we went to a freaking gateway. Like, dear Lord. What is this Knight of Wands? I don't know if it involves somebody else and you have to turn your back. Or if you get involved within something and it's like, oh, damn. Universe within. Your thoughts influence your reality. Choose hopeful, positive vibes. Clarify your core beliefs. So before maybe doing something quickly, all I want for Christmas is you. What is this Knight of Cups? So definitely kind of think it through. Knight of Cups, you have heroism. It lies within the willingness to sacrifice for the greater good. Fear nothing, embrace destiny. Damn, yeah, you're about to do something. But make sure you like love it. It's almost like the idea I had with Snapchat. I had no idea I could even make money off of just being who I am. Well, I knew that. That's an obvious. That's how you end up succeeding. But so I don't know. I mean, it's something with you. Like even like, you know how people bank money and they're like Selena Gomez and Haley, or they have this one thing and it's not even like there. It's on Facebook. I scroll and find like the little videos like that. which I know you can do on TikTok and Instagram. I'm just more on Facebook to look at videos like that. And it's like the way, it's like clickbait, but I'm not doing the whole clickbait thing, but it's pulling me back to the whole clickbait thing, guys, where it's like how certain things are labeled. And I almost mentioned that. I guarantee, I think there's like 300 videos. Let's do it live right now. I'm going to show you how this works. And I could be wrong. And right off the bat, maybe I shouldn't labeled it like that. But if I put the 1212 gateway in front of, because I guarantee this video will get more readings than the heightened awareness that got 257 views, which was one of the most, I think, important readings in a long time to like where we're heading, right? So it just says heightened views with that. So if I go and change this and put 12, 12, 24, or I do 12, 12, portal, watch how quickly that will probably change. I don't get paid there because it's copywritten. Remember what I said about songs? So, because I've heard readers say like, oh, I'm going to get, money taken away because I swore. Fuck, shit, asshole. You don't, like that's not a thing. You guys should know that with me, right? So 257 views. I'll screenshot that and we'll see what it ends up being tomorrow. It's almost like clickbait. So it's like those, I don't know. I don't want to say how that's going to roll, but be careful. Like there's not clickbait here too. What is this hangman? What do you need to know about this hangman? But it's almost glittering debut. That came out yesterday. You assume be the center stage, capture the crowd's heart, engage passionately, avoid passivity. So to me, it's like you're definitely going for it here. Just don't fear it. But this looks like you're gonna love it. So it's like me going to the other channel, like, all right, I gotta feel the energy. Starships were meant to fly. Gotta feel the energy. Like if I'm like this, and I probably wouldn't go on the other channel unless I was like sobbing and telling my story. But this is like Snapchat. I don't think about it. It makes me laugh, Let me go on Snapchat. Let me go to my profile and see if I can. Man, yeah, it really wants to do this Snapchat thing. Public profile. Well, there's only one story on the public profile. There's 145 followers on public. So people must like my public, and I don't even, it was like one thing there. So if I can share the public, copy to clipboard, copy. Let me go into this reading where it says I'm live. Let me paste it there. And then let me go back out here. And hi, you looking over my shoulder? My accounts. copy that. I wonder if they're different. They are different. So one's public. Am I able to edit? No. No, come on. What is this ad? Start a poll. Start Q&A. Oh, look at that. It's like doing a reading. See, there's so many things on YouTube I could do to bank money. I just can't be bothered with it. But I like Snapchat, right? So something like this might just fall upon your lap. I'm not really sure how this is going to work. Me, personally, I think it's more public eye here, and it's just like it's a side thing I do for you guys, but I don't even look at it as a job. Setting it up is not what I'm excited for. But see, that part of it just doesn't excite me. So, what is this Queen of Swords? You're going to have to be careful. Not careful, because I do like this energy, but take root. Prosperity grows where the roots are deep. Invest in foundational skills and knowledge. Depth brings abundance. That's a Scorpio. Her eyes are shut, like really going in with this Hangman. It could just be a glow about you. I'm very blunt and honest. It's pulling me to the picture that I said with Caden. Like, when I did a picture for Thanksgiving, and I don't mean to like do this, but in the sense of, Tommy, will you come over here near Caden? I'm going to switch it up. And everyone's like, why are you switching places? I'm like, he looks wide. And everyone's like, oh my God, Mom, I can't believe you said that. And I'm like, is that insultive? Like, he really did look wide, like extra wide, like it was my camera, possibly, And I remember saying something to Marsh one day, and she took it as an insult too. I'm like, wow, I can see you like aging, but like not in a bad way. She's beautiful, like aging in the sense of like, I've known you for umpteenth years. Your face has stayed the same, and now you're growing. I guess a lot of people take that stuff personally, but and I'm a very sensitive person. I'm not an asshole, guys. But I guess, people like, you can't say stuff like that. And I'm like, well, I'm being honest. Like, what do you mean? Like, I know he's not that wide, so I would like a different picture of him if I'm going to post something, because he's not that wide. So I showed people the before and after, and how my camera had like the hourglass on it, and they're like, all right, I get it now. But, it's the way I say it, I guess. It's, like, to me, I didn't see anything rude in saying, oh, your face is aging. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't like say, I didn't, it wasn't a bad thing to me, guys. I'm just authentic. Like, I wasn't throwing a dig, and I think about it, and we joke about it sometimes, but I don't, I don't know. It was like nice to see her aging, though. I thought it was like beautiful. Like, oh, we're getting older, we're still together, we're hanging out. Like, I was looking at it in a very like positive way. So I don't know. So you might have to be careful with your words, or this is going to cause a lot of controversy. I can't be careful with my words. If I'm careful with my words, guys, like, I'll never get through a reading, if I'm not speaking how I speak, or it's like me not doing that show for the Oprah channel, because if I can't be who I am, which was very much intended to go that way, then no, I'm not doing that. It's that simple. 10 of Wands. So there's going to be something that comes into play here where somebody's not going to like something. And we already kind of said that, because I don't feel like you're the 5 of Cups, but some of you could be. This could be you missing home, but like, this is bigger. And this could be a totally different type of home. You got mirror of reality. Reality mirrors not what you see, but what you understand. Reflect to perceive the real. Reflection brings clarity. And that's what she's doing. So it's kind of like you need to take root of something here. That depth, that authentic you, your skills, your knowledge, prosperity grows where the roots are deep. Invest in that foundation in regards to your knowledge. And it looks like that's exactly what you're doing. And you kind of know exactly what's going on. And it's kind of like you doing it from your higher self. And that's what this portal is right now, guys. This is expanding your higher self. This is feeling the energy and feeling like you can't catch up with it. That's you ascending. I guarantee if somebody came into your life and you would sit and have a conversation, I think you would be bored, or why did I want to have this or that? Like, honestly, like there was such a jolt of energy. I strongly feel like that's going to happen to some of you guys. Like maybe at Christmas, like someone you used to engage with all the time and now you sense their energy being different. Like you are going to pick up on that stuff because you are part of this. I'm hearing a very special moment. So this could be a happy cry. I cry with the snow. Almost like, I don't know if I cried when I got you guys emails when I started. Like, eventually I started at one point when I realized like all the emails that I have under nice emails, I think they're under appreciation list in my emails for mystical moments, and I'm talking hundreds and close to 1,000 over the years. And it's just, and this was like years ago. I don't even look at mystical moments hardly anymore. The email, there's a couple people with those reads. I forgot about those reads, and okay, damn it, I'll get to my email. It's like something you used to do, but you do it differently. Like how I said, be patient with my reads, they'll change. I feel like they've changed. I just hasn't clicked on quite how they've changed. Yeah, so to me, this isn't a happy sad, but there is a happy sad. Like you're happy, somebody else is sad. So I don't feel like this energy here. Cascade, seek the truth. The shining cascade often conceals a fragile core. Be wary of temptations that seem to be too perfect. You got vacation, a pause in routine. A pause in routine can unveil past prosperity that are hidden pitfalls. Watch for the signs. Pause, perceive, proceed. Look at that vibe compared to the rest of them. It's just so different. Pause, perceive, proceed. Pause, perceive, proceed. And it's like you're doing it through a 5 of Cups moment. But you have the 2 cups right there, guys. 3 cups right there. None are tipping. That looks like 3 cups of partying. I don't know if you feel left out. No, throat chakra. Clear it. Clear it. Clear it, clear it, clear it. Like, because this is heavy energy, but it doesn't, like, the way it looks great, but it's like something needs to be grounded here. But if it's just like, you could just be missing home, or, friends are on vacation, it's like, oh, I wish I went on vacation, or And this is also saying be careful, like maybe you want to guard yourself from this Five of Cups too, like with the wrinkles, the wisdom, the white hair. It says a lot. You have a lot of knowledge. Let me get your best advice for the Five of Cups, because you guys are going to handle the Five of Cups the way you feel like. Feels like making love. Best advice says Five of Cups. And I do think you should have like that funeral. Let me get one more. That funeral, like December 24th, the January 1st. Like really fucking throat chakra. Surrender. Pay attention at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Jump in. You're being asked to take a chance with whatever you're questioning to try. The stars will never align just the right way. Sometimes you have to take a leap anyway. And this is the time to do that. You got surrender. You're being asked to let go of your need to control each part of your life and surrender to the universe. Control is an illusion. It's exhausting, especially if you hold on to it. Let go and allow yourself to enjoy relief as it comes from doing so. So this could be our past trauma, our past sorrows that maybe keep being brought up with this energy. So I would say acknowledge them, accept them, and throw them away. You know, like this life is different than this life. And it's okay to have both of these lives. But I thought it was separate here. Like it actually separates at the Five of Cups here. So it doesn't seem like a sad moment, but it does. So you must be releasing. And I don't even know if you know that's what you're doing for some of you. But it's happening. And yeah, some people are not going to be happy with what you choose. I'll tell you that. It could even be your family, friends. You could lose family. You could lose friends. Could lose viewers. You could upset people, trigger people. You are going to be, it's pulling me to the witch read again. Man, that whole witch read, that first read, was like the first read I did of Halloween, has been coming into like these readings very strongly. And I want to say when I did that reading, it was going into November. And I want to say for some of you, I said something with December. That energy just doesn't go away. And I'm being told, you know, Mars and Mercury retro, for those who, you know, not good energy. So I think your best advice here would be you already knowing the truth. If you have to seek the truth, then go ahead. Be careful with temptations. That was almost the same card as the first read. So there is an energy around that probably can be tempting, or you know, going another route. But you know, this, like I said, this could bring you happiness, and other people, it can bring them sorrow. And it's hard to move on and be happy, especially when, you know, loved ones, you're with loved ones and they're kind of like sad, and it's like you're starting a new life here and they get to watch it and they may feel like they're left out, or you know what I mean? So you got to be careful there too, but not too careful, because I've done that before and it took me a while to realize that's what I was doing, was stopping my own future, because knowing that it's going to shift drastically, I purposely was stopping it myself, because I didn't want people around me to kind of be sad that I was, you know, succeeding and elevating in the midst of sorrow. You know, I did that to myself too. Well, at least I thought that's what I was doing to myself, until I realized all the channels kind of have to come together. And it kind of gave me that confirmation, right? But this energy is very real. And it's because you have a lot of love. for what's going on around you. But you have a lot of excitement and the energy to move forward. So I honestly think the strongest message here would be pause, perceive, proceed. Jump in. The shining cascade often conceals a fragile core, 5 of Cups. Be wary of temptations that seem too perfect. Seek the truth. So this jump in would obviously be in regards to this, and this is like another aspect of your life. And you are fragile, and you are vulnerable, and people are authentic, they are more vulnerable and susceptible to, icky fucking energy and, people bothering you. If you're going to start something, take the comments off maybe, or, leave them on and don't read them. It's up to you. There's always going to be haters. And that was the original message. So you are kind of sensitive to that energy. I am as well with some things, not like looking at comments, not that doesn't bother me anymore. That actually kind of wiles me up and puts me in a mood where I want to debate with somebody's fucking stupid ass. See, I can already see the energy shift. And that's not the 5 of Cups. That's more like my masculine energies just want to kick the fuck in. And I'm good at that. But I don't hurt people. Like I don't say things that like hurt, I can when you want to be an asshole and, threaten me and try to put me down for years. I've done that to somebody in particular, but too bad, so sad. Boo-hoo, go cry in another fucking corner. We all make our own fucking choices. And I probably only did that once or twice. Like, I'm not that person to bring other people down. I'm just not. But, yeah. And again, family, friends. My sister always says that, like, you post this or that on YouTube, or your kids are in the videos, like, don't you care? Or don't, like, no, my kids have been part of these videos since I started these videos. I'm a mom. There was always interruptions. It is what it is, guys. I did it my way. Frank Sinatra. I'll do it my way. Again, music. You might want to listen to something a bit older. Gloria Estefan came in the other day. Rachel something, the other one, Walk the Line, something like that. Any Man of Mine. Breathtaking, earthquaking kind of guy. But this could be breathtaking, earth-taking kind of woman too. It doesn't have to be necessarily with somebody, So I'm on YouTube. I'll be up shortly. Yeah, sorry I didn't come back yesterday, and I just got pulled to one and done. So I don't know what that's about. I contemplated a couple times, and I'm like, nah. It's like I have the energy to do it, and it's like, nah, really, honestly, it's like I just don't get it. But it's intentional. Resilience. Defense at the bottom of the deck. I opened it at Karmic Justice. Resilience. There might be a task you have to undertake, and it will be difficult and unpleasant or inconvenient. It may affect other people's feelings. Oh, you can't make this shit up, guys. Let me start over. Holy shit. But Spirit's saying, jump in. Surrender. It's time. That's telling me it's time. Okay? All right. There might be a task for you there might be a task you have to undertake, and it could be difficult, unpleasant, or inconvenient. It may affect other people's feelings. You are obligated to make sure first. You are obligated to first make sure that you are safe and provided for. When your physical needs are not met, elevating the mind and soul. Use your positive attitude and a steady temperament to avoid focusing on feelings of guilt or doubt. Dealing with adversity makes us more resilient, and it does the same for others. We should not shed our loved ones from difficulties, but we can be there to hold their hand and offer our understanding and empathy. You are making the right move here. Use this card if you need to stay sharp and clever. It's the entire message. This is not a card to use for deceit, but it's about to become mindfully cunning and finding a creative way to provide for your own needs. Imagine the clever fox finding and learning the ways around the hunter traps, looking for ideas all around us. You are resilient. This makes sense with the whole Facebook thing. Can't make this shit up, guys. I don't even question things anymore. I know that ability is stronger, so I'm telling you, in this time frame from 11 to in the last 6 days, okay, like your incorrect programming is going away, so you are shaping your future here. And that's why I was like, can you make money on Snapchat? And people might have something to say about it. And this card of resilience talks about exactly what I just talked about for 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah. Sashay, am I saying it right? Sashay, welcome. Welcome. So, a very beautiful read. You guys are getting great reads with this shift, this transit. Oh, I just felt all that energy there. And that's I thought that was my burn, but my burn is here. So what is that? Is that just dirt? But it won't come off, but it's sticky. That's weird. My burn's here. But I thought yesterday this was my burn, and it got darker. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a message for you. I don't know how you would even take that one in. I'm hearing new beginnings. Interesting. Beautiful reading, guys. I will be back. I will be back today. Either really soon, within 10 minutes, or, yeah, it's only 8, right? Hi, baby. Baby, you got what I need. You say he's just a friend. You say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you. The other night when I was at Charlie's, it was like a game, and there was this microphone, and it like echoed, we all had a good buzz, and it was like a game, and it said, what if this microphone was a dildo? What if this microphone was a vibrator? That's what it was. What song lyric would you choose? And that's what I choose. Baby, you got what I need. You say he's just a friend. You say she's just a friend. Oh, baby. We were dying laughing. They're like, well, that's the perfect song. I'm like, yeah, no shit. That's what I was just pulled to. So there is sexual vibes here too. So heads up, because I know we're not really getting into the whole sexual vibe, even though it's here. So, again, just be smart with your decisions. Make sure you're really making wise choices here, because this comes first. That fun, all that, that's coming too, And again, like, you're resilient. It's the exact story I shared, like, me hesitating, starting something and finding out like that's what I was doing. It's like in a way stopping my own happiness because I know it's going to affect other people. And it might not turn out to be my happiness, but it's still something I would go after, and in the midst of that, it could, really trigger some people, guys. And I did feel like this was loved ones too, and I do feel like I've been more down here focused on other things. And my father, him, he already felt neglected, making sure I came up every morning early to say good morning to them. And I'm just like, holy shit. He's like, no, that's a new rule. I'm like, what? Okay. So some people might feel like you're disconnecting from them, but you're not. You're just making whatever this is a priority. And Snapchat's a great idea, but Snapchat stopped me from time with family or friends. You know what I mean? Like, So this is something more, and it's, you could just change the way you want to dress, or people don't like it, or, you chose to, maybe look into another religion, and you're talking about it, and people are bent out of shape, and it makes them sad because they want you to do this, or, it almost reminds me of like a huge story in the sense of like the Amish, like I'm pretty sure nowadays they didn't always have the option, but I'm pretty sure nowadays they do. And it's like, I think when you're 16, you can choose to, stay within the community or go out to the public. And it's a little better. Like you can come home here and there for like big deals. Like if somebody was to get married or a death, but you'd have to have, the boss okay it. And this is like just reminding me of somebody that, is leaving a certain community and going into another community, and they don't want them in the public. So they hide a lot of stuff like that. But if you ask me, they should really be incorporating that, to the community so they have a choice. They know what they're in for, certain stuff, because once they go, they're not allowed to return. But it's like, you don't tell them anything about the other world. So it's kind of deceiving too, as if like this is the best choice. So this is a huge transition for some of you. There's absolutely no question. This is a huge transition. It definitely shifts your energy. Greatly shifts your energy. And, I don't like when this message comes out, but it's the truth. And again, like I teach you guys by experiences, right? So I was only able to explain that to you before the clarification because I went through it. So people just don't like, some people really underestimate, I'm hearing light workers, but I don't even like that word necessarily. I mean, it's a fine word. It's just not, I don't define myself as that. That's all, but if I didn't experience that and go through it, I probably wouldn't have explained that so well. And I was only able to make you guys relate to that because I experienced it. So, you're always experiencing something. It's growth. People need to know this stuff, how it works. You need to have conversations about stuff like that. You need to make your own choices. And you also need to realize, that type of community too, it's not beneficial to not tell them, because that's basically manipulating them to stay within their own community. And I think a lot of them would want to go because they know about it and nobody wants to tell them about it. So it seems like, well, hell yeah, I want to go explore, so if they were just to teach them how it was, I think a lot of people would probably want to go, but let them have their own choice, because once you go, you're not welcome back. And that's the part that like people would struggle with. So this could be talking about a person too. Somebody that, once they go, they're not welcome back. It's gone. And I am feeling the whole quality of life. And I've been saying that every day, and it's Wednesday, so it's coming. Oh, it's coming. So you did something here that I don't know if something happened midweek here. You would consider Wednesday midweek, huh? So there might be something that happens today. I'm not sure. It's kind of overnight. Don't you know that you are a shooting star? Don't you know? You can handle all this energy. Right now, I do feel like you're floating somewhere, and that could be the midweek. But you are like pausing, perceiving, and proceeding. So you're very aware that people, because this energy is fucking fantastic. So just heads up there. It's like the witch read. I'm telling you, it's makes me want to go back and listen to that read with the witch. But it's basically giving you heads up that your future here and now, like that's coming. It's here. It's lingering. Other people are going to be upset. You know, they think you're partying and living life and leaving them out, but you're not. So do be empathetic to that energy and sympathetic and, you know, give them a little more time so they don't feel like you're dodging, jumping ship, you know. But you can do it. Just like in every other situation, guys, that the energy simmers. Do you want to stay in years and wonder why? Or do you want to take the couple months of the transition and get through it? You know? Because some people will stay in it for like years, knowing it's bound to end or it's inevitable, you know? Throat chakra over here, guys. Could have somebody attempting to shut your throat chakra, but they can't. And it could be astral. You know, it just, we're awakening, guys. So there's going to be a lot of things from other planets too, like the whole cult thing we talked about in the first read. You know, it's not just Matrix. It's just not haters. It's not just people you know. You know, like this, it's public, it's worldly, it's global. It has to do, I just heard astronauts. Has to do with, you know, the hangman, heroism. Fear nothing, embrace destiny. It's the willingness and the sacrifice for the greater good. So to me, it goes way back. This is a beautiful read, how all this is matching the energy, guys. Like it really is. I hope you guys can like see that. How intense and beautiful this is. Don't worry about how other people feel. Okay, so might be some fear too. And I know with like some things I say with demons and this and that, I do freak people out and it does confuse them. Is she good? Is she bad? Well, stop with that shit. That's societal viewpoint. Like what the fuck? I am who I am. I can discuss what I want to discuss. What, by my discussions, you're going to judge me if I'm good or bad? I'm fucking both. Take me on. Go ahead. I'll show you my black wings. I'll rock my black wings all damn fucking day long, guys. And that's the truth. Try to fuck with me. Watch what happens. And it's not on my end. That's not a threat. That's like the guides. They're sick of that shit. And we have some strong guides right now. We have that. It's like demonic, but not. So some of us do have like demonic guides right now because they're clearing energy around you. They want to make sure this happens because when we elevate, they elevate. So our guides are working extra. And not to mention the walk-in guides that we have, temporary guides right now too. And I just saw an alligator. Yesterday there was a dragon. Like you are highly protected for you to proceed. So this is definitely fated or destined. And we know it's destined in this sense because of the energy, right? But like, feel it. You know, like it's just destined. When you start to feel this energy and you just feel it inside, you're already open. You're already making a difference. through your own energy. You really are. And happy birthday to somebody's son or daughter. That I believe is on the 6th or 12th, you were saying. I just got pulled to that. So there could be something with the 12th. Oh, yeah, the gateway. Damn. Maybe you want to promote this on the 12th. I think you would want to promote it before the 12th, though, if you ask me. And if you don't do it publicly, it's in your brain. Yeah, fucking throat chakra. There's, people don't have, people on Earth do not have the ability to shut down fucking throat chakras. They think they do. It's fucking stupid. When you have a powerful galactic energy, they're the ones that have the ability to shut it down or fuck with it. Somebody who thinks they're a warlock or a witch, they're not gonna, they can't fuck with your throat chakra, guys. That's societal viewpoint. That's all that is. They can't shut down your heart. They can't stop your money. They think they can because they believe they can. So they look for it and they see it and they just think it's working. It's not. But the guides are pissed. The guides think, oh, you think you found your way out? No, you didn't. Your way out might be prison. I don't know. I'm getting slicing the throat again. No joke. So some of you might have a demonic energy as a guide right now. Me? Thank you. You're clearing energy for me is what he or she is doing. So if I have a guide like that, thank you. And I want to say a lot of you have a musician for guides coming in too as well. Knowing that you have to work with vibration. I know I have to work with vibration. Starting other things, I can be nervous. I always start things in Mercury too. It's so fucking weird. But that's a good thing. That's what we're supposed to do. People want to look at the downside of Mercury. Oh, don't start this. Don't do that. Careful with paperwork. Fuck that. Mercury's here for you to start and do and renew. And let go. Accept, acknowledge, release. I just don't understand why people look at Mercury as oh, and don't start it. No. That's when you start. Because Mercury is the planet that is bringing these ideas and memories and thoughts in your future to you. So stop listening to people with the whole fucking Mercury thing. And, oh, Mercury, things coming back up. They swept under the... Yeah. You're going to have to address them. It's always going to come back around. But I'm thinking more major. I'm not thinking, oh, see, I can already tell my energy switched because even matrix relationships, nope. No fucking way. No one's got time for that shit anymore. You just don't. So be smart here. And you could be the center stage. You know how much energy is going to be also projected to you? But I think in an uplifting way. The guy that got shot yesterday, he was the president or the CEO of the healthcare, right? He got shot outside his hotel going into his car or out of his car on a sidewalk. I've been getting that vision for months now. I don't know if that's what that was. I would think it'd be somebody more significant. And this guy, the CEO, is significant of healthcare, right? But I was thinking more presidential and I know it's politics, but I've been seeing that image for a couple months now. And I'm thinking that's what it was yesterday. Somebody getting out of the car waving, Trump does that sometimes. That's the vibe I'm getting. So I don't know if he was going into his car, coming out to his car. Yeah, you didn't hear about that? Yeah, it's all over the news. Well, not as much as it should be. You didn't hear about it yet? Yeah. It's the CEO. Yeah, they're it's kind of on the down low too, but it is on the news. It's just not the main topic, which kind of, it should be with certain things. the CEO of healthcare shooting. Brian Thompson shot and killed outside Manhattan Hotel. The gunman is still at large. The police are using facial recognition software to hunt this person down. So that's basically all over the streets. It's like movies, Matrix. It's a real thing, guys. Brazilian targeted attack. Ooh, I've been talking about Brazil lately. Oh no, that's brazen. Targeted attack. So I think, and the attackers at large. So Spirit pulled me to it when I heard that yesterday. But this guy he's super important. I was just thinking it'd be something more like a presidential shooting, something like that. But I've been seeing that vision and talking about that for a little while now, and that just kind of came through yesterday. So, and I still think Trump's going to be taken out too. I hate to say it. He will eventually be taken out that way. And it sucks. It's awful. But they will get him. It's horrible. But it is what it is. It shouldn't be that way, though. It shouldn't be that way. And Spirit usually can step in with stuff like this. So, you know, the fact that it's kind of even being allowed, I think there's groups that, you know, no way. And there's other groups that are like, yeah. And when they made their final vote, there was more people voting for clearly yes with the Galactic Council. So that's coming. I don't know when. It could be a couple years from now, guys. I just know this unfortunately going to go down like that. And it could be linked to the whole presidential thing too, with healthcare and Trump letting this other guy make decisions, and this, like, everything is going to change, and this is exactly what we needed. So it's exciting at the same time. And then the vice president will become president. And it really is unfortunate because we haven't had that since JFK. And JFK was and is absolutely amazing. I love the whole family, to be honest with you. I find it fascinating. It's like Princess Diana. I find the two of those families fascinating. So the higher council, you know, they voted on it, and it's unfortunate when you see things like that, you know. But yeah, major transition. Now is the time to jump on the bandwagon. That's weird. I would never say jump on a bandwagon. But this is saying jump on it. So that's telling me it's like you got to find your way in, sneak in. You got to sneak in and be clever. And this would be the time. And I would never want Trump to even hear that message that I just said. It's awful. I really wouldn't. Or maybe he should, so he can be a little more cautious. But I think no matter how cautious, I don't think that will be stopped. I mean, it could be stopped, is what I'm hearing. But Mia's getting loud, so I don't know if she's bickering with Grandpa. All right, y'all. I'll be back shortly. That's interesting. That just changed my whole brain right there. It made me feel like light. I was really going within right there. That's interesting. You could also have the ability to pinpoint dates for politics and, future. Because I kind of get the vibe there in the sense of like, I could tell Trump to stay home that day. I just don't know if he would get the message, but maybe you guys are good with stuff like that. And I don't know. Some of you definitely have the ability to do that. Could be something that's still untapped. But just because some things open, there's still untapped energy out here, and you're still going to tap into it, guys, which is amazing. It's like you're releasing hundreds of thousands of energies from below. I love you guys. I'll be back. Love you, love you, love you. It's in his chart, not to the full term. Oh, is it? Did you read his chart? He has his own psychic and astrologer. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Yeah, Simpsons predicts a lot of shit. But I didn't know it was in his chat. I knew he was going to become president. I told you guys he would also, I'm here assassinated. He would also be, what's the word I'm looking for? And it's happening. It's been happening. But then he's getting his way back in again, which is great. And I can't think of the word that I said before he became president. Because I knew he was going to become president, and then he was going to get absolved, get, what's the fucking word when they take your presidency away? What's the word when they take the presidency away from you? It's talking about amendments. What, like annulled or no? I don't know the word that I'm looking for. Impeached. Thank you, Heather. Holy moly. But now he's back. I didn't know that was in his chat. That's crazy. I don't like reading things going to that depth in chart. But sometimes you can change your chart depending on your willpower, determination. Not always, but there is sometimes they will let you. And it's only for particular people, guys, or whom they choose, I'll tell you that. Like, you could have did a lot more growth than they expected, and maybe that's why we have guides as well. And, it's like telling the higher team, like, no, this one's in. It's so crazy. Not everyone has guides, but a large majority of us have guides. There's not that many that don't, but there's plenty, but not that many, like maybe 5% or 10%. It would stop around 15% of people don't have guides. Why? I don't know. They could have an earth guide, or like you could be somebody's best friend and you're kind of the guide without knowing it. They're linked to you for life. You talked them out of something. You talked them out of jumping out of a building. You talked them out of something, taught them out of something. It's something like that. I am seeing kind of suicide there and death now that we're talking about the whole Trump thing. I didn't know that though. I don't read readers of astrology. I don't know. It's not something I do. It's more like what I'm told. that comes out of my mouth. So there's something behind that whole shooting that must have to do with like covering up or something, because I am getting pulled like the JFK, but I really thought like it would be Trump or somebody. But it was the CEO of healthcare, which is still huge, guys. That's huge. And it could have something to do with the people in the White House that are going or staying, and what they're like a cover up. There was a cover up there, remember? But that was security. And this is healthcare. Yeah, bloodlines, taking out the whole like cult behind the rich and famous. So yeah, a lot of people getting taken out different ways, but I mean, to me, Diddy's still going to have a good life in prison, you know, which is crazy, but money talks, money pays. I'll tell you that. Making phone calls, smile on his face, people talking, you know, like, it's like another cult for him to run, you know? It's just shit like that, guys. Like, then that has to go down, the corruption there. But how long is that going to take, you know? But that's besides the point. I do feel like I really want to look into the whole shooting, because that's the image I've been seeing for a long time now. I'd even say years. I've been seeing that vision. But I will say in the last 2 months, I've been seeing that. I've been talking about that vision at least a handful of times in the last month or two. And very currently too. I think I even mentioned it in the other read. So, but I feel like there's so much more to it. Like, obviously somebody shot him, somebody pissed off person. It could even been personal, guys, but I think it's, you know, I think it's more of an organization, you know, because with everything changing in the House, and, you know, Trump giving, what's his name, I don't know, permission, you know, for healthcare and security, all that stuff, he had to go. So there is an organization that is determined to take out certain people that have too much information that they shouldn't have. It's definitely corruption. I don't even know if they'll find the shooter. And I think if they did, it would kind of be probably like a JFK scenario where it's like, was he really the one that shot? You know, it's something like that is gonna, it might play out the same way. I don't know if it has ties. If the JFK is tied to this organization. Okay, so I'm being told JFK was actually tied to the organization that possibly took out Brian. That's crazy. So this is an organization. Damn. Is that on the news, or is it just my news I'm delivering? Or am I just delivering that news? I'm hearing no, correct, but it's no to me though. Like it's new to me. Fitzgerald. No, nothing to do with Fitzgerald. Who's the guy that they locked up? There was just a documentary on it too. Like, why am I spacing his name? Again, throat chakra. There is some high energy out there that is shutting down people, attempting to shut down people's throat chakra, some type of like field, energy field or something. Who shot JFK? Oswald. I don't know why. I couldn't think about that. They say he acted alone. Well, I'm wondering, let me word it this way. Was Lee Harvey Oswald in organization? According to the Warren Commission, there is no evidence that he was part of an organized group or conspiracy. Yeah, I think that's bullshit. He did, however, have connections to the Fair Play for Cuba Committee, pro-Castro organization, during his time in New Orleans before the assassination. Wow, he had quite a life, huh? They shut that down quick and just left it as is. So I'm being told it's the same organization that took down JFK. What is it, just like fucking generation after generation? Like, what is this? Like, obviously we know we have all that. Like, we got to worry about the T word and other things, like in other organizations, and that they're trying to take down, you know, like even like the Arctic, like things like that. But they're telling me that this was linked to JFK. And when I kept talking about this person in a suit, I saw a suit. I don't know if he was in I'd like to know if he was in a suit or casual wear, to be honest with you, because I saw somebody like in a suit, getting into a car or out of a car. I can see it clearly. Like there's people around him, and it felt like maybe security, but I don't know if he came out alone, if there was just workers coming out. I'm not really sure. I don't know if there's a video of it. I'm sure there's videos all over that building. But, oh yeah, definitely a setup. But it is linked to JFK. I hear like somebody say all the time, like, it's such a conspiracy theorist. Like, stop with that bullshit. And it's like, oh, okay, thanks for your strong ass stupid opinion. What's wrong with being a conspiracy theorist? We're using our mind. We're stepping outside of the fucking box. A whole bunch of fucking morons out there. You know? Seriously. I'm not calling that particular person a moron, but like when it comes to fucking thoughts, like, think outside the fucking box, guys. Seriously. You have your own opinion. Why can't people have their own opinion? And then you want to attach a name to the fucking person because they have a theory on how something went? Like, what an imagination. Like, kudos 100,000 fucking times to you guys who are conspiracy theorists. Seriously. Loving the way your fucking brain works. Keep at it. The fact that, like, I just know the whole sentence, like, stop with that conspiracy theory. It's bullshit. That's somebody who's doesn't step out of the box. That's somebody who's very conditioned. That's somebody that's in their ego. Like there's like 12 red flags there, And it's actually the same person that always sent me Musk stuff, Elon stuff. And I was like, but we both are Republicans, you know what I mean? But it's like that person would always want to change my mind or stop that or write something underlined for me to pick up on. I get triggered. Like, fuck that shit. Conspiracy theorists, I mean, they can be looked at as a psychic too. Put them together. Which one are you? Open a new organization. I'm a psychic conspiracy theorist. Like this whole society shit and how people fucking think, gotta fucking stop. We'll get there. Epstein. Yeah, those contracts too. But the industry is being broken down. That's why another reason why it'd be a good time to jump on the bandwagon here, because it's almost like you can skirt in and then all of a sudden you're just there because there's so much going on and people aren't seeing what hundreds of people are doing right now to work their way in. That's what we're doing. People may say this is what the light workers are doing. Like, I'm more than just a light worker. I don't even like the word. We've already talked about it in this reading. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're supposed to be a tarot reader. Like, bitch, I can be whoever the fuck I am. And that's what this is saying. So very like controversial. But the sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's what I'm getting. It is what it is. Everyone has a fucking opinion. So I'm just curious how he was linked to the JFK. That organization. I wonder if it's that organization that tried to take out Trump or scare him. I think they try to scare Trump, to be honest with you. I'm not quite sure because they wanted to take him out, but I don't know, I feel like something happened last minute to the shooter. Because he could have kept going. He had time to keep shooting and shooting. You know what I mean? Like that type of sniper, that gun is not one and done. You can reload that real fucking quick. Because he was standing there for seconds before he realized what was happening. You know what I mean? So I don't know what happened last minute there. And I think it is part of that organization if they're bringing it up to me. So now we have this organization that damn. I'm getting like the shooter was shot though. I don't know if they killed him for missing. I don't. Sounds like another person we won't catch. Yeah, a meme came up the other day. Like, I'm telling you, before this guy even came into my life, there was just little things about Musk that it was on Snapchat too, talking about Snapchat. And it was just something I posted about. He lost his wife. He lost billions of dollars. And now, what was it? I'm sure it will come up. How do I get to my memories? I always forget. Flashbacks. Let's see if I get the Trump one is there. Oh, I said Trump, but not the Trump. Oh my God, Caden's so cute. I didn't see it. It was on there yesterday. But I like this one. This tree just reminded me of, where'd it go? They remind me of this tree. I fucking love onion rings. I fucking love onion rings, it says. I love it. At the beach. I just came across a tree. Why? It's not coming back up. So, anywho, it was just kind of like one of those things where it was like he lost his wife, his child was transgender or something. Meanwhile, he lost like $40 billion. It was from like a year or so ago. Again, like he was meant to do what it is he's doing, along with that other guy from Facebook. They just went in different direction. They chose to play in the dark, and there will be a consequence for that because they were both working for, let's just say, a different organization or a different cult, and then it switched. So I don't know if Musk will just eventually disappear or if he will get taken out as well. No, he's not going to get taken out. But he will. I'm being told he will be taken out. But it's like a different taking out. Because he was meant to create, he was meant to do this, he was meant to be in the public eye, he was meant to change people's perception right now. Like all this was meant to happen. But us spirituals, the real spirituals with being psychic and mediumship, everything, the 8 C's, good morning, stuff like that. We already knew about all that. We were already talking about all that stuff. It's like the government taking the word woke and from Musk, and looking at like, wow, he's waking us all up. No, he's waking you all up to a whole bunch of stuff. Like the way he's teaching it, advocating is wrong, and that's intentional, right? But now we can battle him. Now that it's in the public eye, because we needed somebody like that in the public eye to let people know like this energy just fucking exists. And he's got a lot of fucking followers, right? So he's not, his little sheep that are still following him, they're not going to do any better in life, but they are going to think to themselves like, I was just saying, what a beautiful, well, that's us. But they are going to say to themselves like, okay, like this makes sense. So, but then it takes us, mentors, influencers, people like me, you guys, to get out there and, even if you're a silent Twitter, you're on Twitter silently, like you can. Hi, good morning.
Hi.
You want a bagel? I'm off of this soon.
Yeah, I'll take 2 bagels.
2?
Extra crispy maybe?
Seriously?
2, acting like I don't have 2 every time. What is this?
It's usually 1.5.
Okay.
All right. I'll bring it down soon. You see the snow? So magical.
There's like no snow.
Well, it's going to snow all day too, but it is on the ground.
Yeah.
It's magical snow. Do you want to go outside and we'll bundle you up, scarf? Do
No.
you want to build a snowman?
There's not much left for that.
I know. All right. So
Okay, love it.
I love you more. Yeah, he was going through like a divorce, something with his children, losing billions of dollars, and it's like, I don't care, I'll make it back. But like where he's feeding people to go is not a good place. But he did give this industry reason to step up. And this is kind of what I've been waiting for. Like I said, like I've been saying this for years on fucking YouTube. Back at my old condo, I was saying this to you guys. This industry has got to go. It's got to be retaught. It's got to be completely broken down and restructured. It's not just tweaking things. It needs to be completely restructured. So he was kind of like our in. And it was meant to piss off people like us that already have that knowledge that he thinks he's now going to teach the world. No, motherfucker. No, motherfucker, you're not. We're going to take this industry down and we're going to take you with it. That's how he's going bye-bye. That's how he's being taken down. There's always repercussions, guys. Always. He chose dark. It's like when people go down a spiritual path, you can choose dark or light. And it comes down to money. How do you want to make money? But when you're a YouTuber, though, like there is step-by-step guideline, guys, how it works. I remember it all to a T. And it's like you can make so much money going the sexual way or doing porn. Like whenever you go down a particular journey and it's extremely important and it's in regards to like people's future and that type of stuff, you will experience that dark or light because they want you to choose. And then you get caught up in the money situation because you have that energy to protect it, to project it, you know? It's their energy that's being projected. So I was brought to that crossroad as well. There is a way. There's like a step by step, and I could literally write down the entire step of what people go through during a big awakening and what goes through your head and what's happening. Why? Because I experienced it all, and it was a hard fucking road. It wasn't easy. The way they shifted my life and it wasn't easy in the sense of pain and what I had to go through, but like it made my life so much better. Like now I have all this knowledge on top of other knowledge and other knowledge given me to like other planetarial, I'm hearing gateways, but galaxies, I have that knowledge and it is step by step. And that's how it goes. And you will wonder if you want to commit suicide. You'll wonder if you want to go home. Like you go through all that in a journey. I mean, we got through this journey forever and it took us years to get through it. But think about the beginning before we started to let go. And that beginning of it lasted about 2 years of a wild fucking walk. I feel like I walked fucking 10,000. I can walk 10,000 miles, whatever that is. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? Wild. And we experience stuff like this, guys. We experience catalytic energy. We experience being the catalyst. We experience the catalyst waking us up. Like I had a catalyst wake me up. Like it was just all of a sudden it changed my entire world. And I'm just completely blessed and grateful for the two of us agreeing to do that. Was it painful? Oh yeah. But Jesus, I mean, that's how you make connections. That's how you get things like Kundalini awakenings or just like the third eyes connect. Like all we did, we were sitting there. It was so romantic without being romantic. Like if I look back, it should be a picture, of two people. But the stuff we experienced even during intimacy, at one point, honestly, I remember saying like, do you feel that? Or like, it was like, yeah, it was hard to answer. Like we were in another world. Like it was wild. Needless to say, that's all, it's just, and then we touched foreheads and bam. And we sat there for a while too. And like, we kind of came out of it. We were just kind of loopy and dizzy. And we just kind of looked at each other like, what the fuck? He was more scared. I was more determined to find out what it was. So we all come into catalysts. We all come into people's lives as always catalysts, but spiritual catalysts are different than just matrix catalysts. Spiritual catalysts, we're so blessed. We really, truly are. If you think about it, we are just so fucking blessed and lucky that we saw this through. Because the other catalysts, they don't see it through. So catalysts come in, you're just a catalyst, you go your way. I've done that plenty, knowing I'm thinking about it, you know what I mean? I played a catalyst for fucking years too. So I just feel like there was all cards here and now there's not. Like there's a whole nother layer here, but there's not. So a whole nother story, whole nother timeline. But it was just, I just look at it as a blessing. And I'm just so thankful the two of us agreed to come to actually see it through. And it happened again with somebody else within the last couple months too. It was crazy. So I was like, wow. And he was more outside the box, you know, but I think he wants to stay in the matrix a little longer. And I was just a catalyst. I think he was the one that said, you can look at me as a catalyst. I'm like, who the fuck says something like that? You just turned that around on yourself. You're walking this road. I've already walked this road. You know? Ego. Negligence. Naive. But they're meant to awaken. But that's how it starts, you know? Me, I chased answers. I always chase answers. I'm very straight to the point. You can't ignore a question with me. It's just not a thing. I instantly want to look into it and fix it and move on from it. Not everybody does that. So, I love stuff like that. I love the depth of, I cannot believe I have the ability or the power, or it's mind-blowing if you really think about it. It really is a blessing to experience that in a lifetime. And other people look at it as like torture, you know, and I get it. Or they don't want to see it through because it's too hard, but it's inevitable. You stay in the matrix or you don't, you know? It really is an inevitable energy. So why not take the months and get through the fear and do this? Or you can sit your whole life and fear something and not have it. Like, it's just, I feel bad for people like that. I really do. It makes me feel sad. Another reason why maybe me talking about quality of life and just chatting and sharing stories, you know, is a really good way to look at things differently. Because when I had to do the whole review again for this psychologist, right? Somebody is a psychologist. It was a she, though. You know, you ever think about joining the groups like for pain management? And I looked right at her and I laughed. I was like, no fucking way. Why would I join a group with pain management, like what living with chronic pain, like for the CRPS and the fibromyalgia, stuff like that, you know? And that is getting worse. My body is so sensitive. Even touching it some days. But I'm not going to join that type of group that focuses. I'm going up in a minute.
You got a text?
I did get a text.
Yeah, but I responded before you, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I responded this morning. Thank you.
Well, she was like, can you confirm that you can get to your classes at 12? I was like, I'm not even going to school. So I just said, yes, I have transportation to get to school. But it's okay, because I'm not even going. So.
Did we get a delay?
Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter if I got a delay or not.
All right, we'll talk about it in a minute. I'm trying to wrap this up. Oh yeah, for like the CRPS and stuff. You join those type of groups, you're dealing with people like, oh, this is what I did that helped me, and then you're dealing with other people that join the groups that are really upset and depressed, and they just want answers. And what are you there to calm? Like, I just don't think that's a good idea. Like, to me, you're going down the fucking rabbit hole, and you're accepting the pain, but you're accepting the pain with the pain. You're not releasing the pain. So another reason why I think that quality of life really matters, because we have to look at that differently. You join certain groups, you're only doing certain groups, you really are burying yourself, and that's not the way to get out. You know, it's not. And you have a lot of people say like, yeah, no, that's a really good idea, and it's like no, it's not. And she laughed at me. She kind of agreed when I broke it down to her. Like, I'm not going to join a group and be sad and explain my story and listen to their stories, and people have a good day or a bad day, and I tried this. No. It's just no to me. It's just no. And she knew I meant no. It's like the other people, the other one that tested me too. It's like, I'm not stupid. I know how the brain works. I'm not going that fucking road. But you don't want to talk about things. No, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to relive it. And I get that. But for me, talking about it is I think it's just talking to you guys on YouTube. That's truly how I feel. I don't need a group. And if there's going to be a group, it's my little cult, apparently, we're going to form. That's our group. Okay. So, which I think is great. It's like all the people who consider themselves they take advantage of that, manipulate the fucking government, do what you have to do. It's like a little cult, right? So if we give them this name and we put this on a chart or a record, like, they're always going to vote Democratic. Yeah, it's shit like that, It's like, get the fuck out of here. So we don't grow that. We don't grow and get ourselves out of pain and that type of stuff and sorrow by joining a pain group. I can't stress it enough. You have to accept it a different way when your brain is clear. Not when it's clouded and, okay, I'll go join a group. Like, hoo-wee. I'll be on that soon. I've been saying it all week. I guess I'm just waiting for that day. But I'll be back with stack 3. I'm here on the 6th. Today's the 5th, right? I don't know. I promise I'll be back today to do V3. Love you guys. Bye.